lecture. Imagine that. Hi speech pals, welcome to my first video. I can't tell you how excited I am to be doing this. So I would say welcome back to my channel, but since this is my first video and you have no idea who I am, I guess I'll talk a little bit about that first. So my name's Nina. I'm a speech language pathology graduate student at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. So I'm a first year graduate student and I haven't started yet. So you're probably like, how are you supposed to give me advice if you have no idea what you're doing, Nina? That's a valid point. However, that's kind of the idea. Since I don't know what I'm doing, and a lot of people who start graduate school or even undergrad don't really know what they're doing either, I figured you would come along with me through the good, the bad, the friggin' awful, whatever it is, I want to be there for you. And that's the bottom line. So today I'm going to jump on that YouTube bandwagon and share with you what's in my backpack. I know I'm a little late to the party, but I'm kind of always late anyways. So you're getting the real me, totally unfiltered. Again, today I'm going to tell you what's in my backpack. And I'm going to do that before school starts because I don't really know what's in my backpack most of the time, or ever, really. This is not just a learning experience for you, but it's also a learning experience for me. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Or in my case, I'm just gonna reach over here. This is my backpack. All right, end of video, see you later. Just kidding. Please stay. I'll try and lift it up. This should give you some perspective. There's not even any textbooks in here, and I can barely lift this. Here we go. That was attractive. So this is my backpack. It's resting on my knee and I'm shaking. This is an Adidas backpack. It's really nice quality. It's good for some ASMR too. And this is really cute. It's available in 2 colors, I think. I think there's a pink one and then there's this one. I really liked this one because it has little rose gold zippers and a rose gold Adidas logo right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? Hello. Yeah. Really cute details. I decided to get a new backpack this year, mostly because my last backpack for undergrad was white. Don't ever buy a white backpack, especially if you're like me, which is both a coffee addict and a klutz. And guess what? Coffee doesn't come out of white backpacks. Someone's gonna spill something, or Mother Nature is gonna happen, or you're gonna set it down and it's gonna get muddy, or wet, or dirty. Don't buy a white backpack. No. I love Adidas products. They're really high quality. I got this one at Macy's actually. I like it also because it has really nice thick straps, and I have back issues. Those really help out, especially when you start to put textbooks in these babies because they get super heavy. If you're interested in getting the same one, the link is down below. So let's see what's in it. Unzip the backpack. Oh, I forgot to show you the inside. I'll show you the inside after. We'll do things backwards. Status quo, we don't know her. It has this nice big pocket for where your laptop goes, and 2 really nice size zippers, and of course pockets to keep your water bottle and coffee cup on the sides. So first item is probably one of the most important items that you'll need in college, especially college. I don't recommend going to college without one of these, and that is a laptop, complete with laptop case. Trust me, if you think you don't need a laptop case, sometimes gravity's particularly strong in certain areas. So, case. This one is from Canvas Life. It says, beautiful canvas, beautiful life. We should all live our lives like it's a canvas, right? We're getting artsy. I really like this laptop case because it's really thick and good quality. I've had it for all 4 years of undergrad and it's barely scathed. It's a little faded, but that's kind of how I bought it. So I don't mind that. Let's open her up. On the inside, it's just padded like this. And to show you how good a quality this is, it came with a little screen protector also for your laptop, and that's still in the earth-shattering plastic. That's gonna stay in there so it doesn't go in the ocean. I have a MacBook Air 13-inch. It's really nice. I have some really cool stickers on here that I'll share with you. This first decal is from Rotten Apricot Apparel, which is a friend of mine's new clothing line, which is really, really cool. And they have some really awesome decals and t-shirts, and I think beard oil, because why the heck not? Because freaking love your beard, guys. Yeah, it's on your face all the time. Support it, because it supports you. I'll link that down below so you can check them out. I'm also obsessed with skeletons and all things spooky. You probably wouldn't guess that from my summer apparel, but I promise you, I have a lot more skeletons in my closet than most people, and I'm talking about legitimate skeletons. Actually, no, they're not real. I mean, like, you know what I mean. Not the figurative kind. I have this cool rock-on little skeleton guy right here. This supreme skeleton guy. And then I have some of my speech language pathology stickers at the bottom. This one says, "Ain't no party like a fricative party, 'cause fricative parties don't stop." If you're not familiar with speech pathology lingo or SLP lingo, a fricative is a sound that keeps going, such as the F sound. It doesn't stop because it's always partying. And a stop sound is exactly what it sounds like. It's a sound that just stops, such as the T sound. T, t. Doesn't keep going. So there ain't no party like a fricative party. And this one says, I actually don't remember where I got this from, but it says, "With heart and helping hands, a child can accomplish anything." And that's really important in my field and a lot of other fields that deal with kids, so remember that. This says, "Autism speaks, time to listen." I had a lot of clients with autism, and this was a very important movement for them, so that's my little support for them. And this one says, of course, "See the able, not the label." Treat people kindly and fairly, and like they can do anything, regardless if there's a label attached to them. So if I open this up, it's just your standard MacBook Air. Nothing really special, but I have some goals that I want to set in this top post-it right here. And since I use my laptop so often, it's always right in front of me just to remind me of where I want to go. Even if it's just make time for music. I love music, I love singing, and if I didn't make time for it, I would be incredibly sad. Oh, you just met Dexter's cousin. If you don't know who Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory is, I'll put him up somewhere so you can see what he looks like. If you are in your 20s, if you're a 90s baby, you know exactly who Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory is. The frick was my hands. If you do know who Dexter is, this will sound very familiar to you. Get out of my laboratory. And sometimes Dexter's cousin comes out when I get frustrated. So if you hear me talking in a weird accent, that's what it is. Look, kids think it's hilarious and they have no idea what it's from, so I'm gonna live my life. If you have any name possibilities of Dexter's cousin, leave them down below because I need a name for my alter ego. Anyways, laptops are really good to have, especially in college, because it's really hard to go to the library and use one of their computers because the library closes. And trust me, especially your first year when you're still trying to figure things out, you're not gonna be done with homework by 11 p.m. I think the first ever all-nighter that I ever did was freshman year, and I wrote 3 papers in one night. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Now I'm a lot better at keeping everything organized so that I know what I gotta do, when I gotta do it, so that I'm not doing all-nighters. Because let me tell you something, kids, when you get old, you want to sleep a lot more. Or when you're just a college student, you want to sleep a lot more. Am I Italian? Take a guess. They say you have to choose between schoolwork, being social, and sleeping. And I'm here to tell you that it's mostly true. There are ways to do things, you know, adult things, without giving up the things that you like, which is really important in college. You gotta do things that you like, because if you don't do things that you like, you're not gonna be happy. And if you're not happy, you're not gonna be successful. Sleep should be the first thing. It's important for your health. And if you're exhausted, you're not gonna be able to focus on things. That's all I gotta say about that. If you want me to do another video on how I balance those things, let me know in the comments below. All right, moving on. The next thing I have in my backpack is my handy dandy iPad. Wonder who it's from. Ew. So this is my iPad. It's attached to a keyboard right now. Sometimes I don't really want to type on the keyboard that's on the screen. So I use this, and it's a really nice one. I'll make sure to put that in the description box below if you're interested in something like this. But most of the time I use my iPad for taking notes on PDF files, like big articles that I need to read, or I could download my textbooks on here as well, so I'm not carrying around, you know, $1,000, 1,000-pound pile of paper. That was some good alliteration. It's also important to know that even though I have Apple products, it's not important for you to have Apple products in college. It's just really helpful for you to have a laptop because you don't want to be on library time, because the library closes. Hey everybody, it's Editing Nina here. I just had to fix something, and it's 11 o'clock at night before I upload this video, so I just wanted to clarify something. I'm gonna go on to say that we need a laptop to communicate with professors, which is wrong because we live in the 21st century and we have cell phones. What I meant to say is that aside from the papers you have to write and the assignments that you have to do on a laptop that would be much easier on a laptop, you need it for communication as well. So you don't just need a laptop for communication, obviously. Back to your regular programming. You need a laptop or a tablet of some sort that you can hook up your email to, because that's how your professors in the college itself contacts you. Trust me, you're gonna get about 1 million emails a day, even if it's for men's intramural soccer. And guess what? I showed up and they're like, "Bro, why are you here?" And I'm like, I was invited. So anyway, you need some kind of electronic device so people can get in contact with you. Especially when you wake up for that 8 a.m., you check your email real quick, and you get that golden subject line, "Class is canceled today." If you have any questions on choosing which kind of device would be best for you, leave them in the comments below and I'll help you the best I can. The next thing I'm about to pull out of my backpack is the second most important thing that you'll need in college. Planner! It doesn't matter what kind you use, digital, paper, hardcover, spiral, small, big, whatever works for you, you need one. This one is Kelly Ventura. I couldn't find the same exact one online. I couldn't even really find anything similar. So unfortunately, this isn't in the description below, but I did put the designer name so you can shop her other planners if you want to. But this is obviously a 2019-2021. It has really nice, pretty brush strokes on it. I just really liked the pattern. It makes me happy. And I need a hardcover planner for myself because all the other ones get destroyed. These are the only ones that could stick with me through my life. So I set up my planner a little differently. On the side here, I have different colored Post-it notes. Some of them aren't filled out right now because those are empty ones for my classes, and I don't know what my classes are yet because I haven't met with my advisor. Vacant spots right there, baby. But right now, I do have these written out. In blue, I have fun things to do. In this dark pink, I have appointments. Yellow are important dates, and payments. Especially when you're in grad school or if you're paying for college yourself, bless your heart, you're gonna have a lot of these Post-its. But when you graduate, you're going to achieve your dreams and it won't be as big of a problem, I promise. This acts as a key. This is just right in my front cover so that I could see which ones that I need. And if I open to August, I don't have a lot filled out right now, but as you can see, I have some of my important dates lined out. That was in the yellow, if you remember. And this is a fun thing that I get to do on this date. And that's kind of just what the whole month layout looks like. They have those brush strokes here at the top, and the squares are nice and big. And the reason that I do these Post-its is that if this date changes, it's no big deal. You could just move that right on up. There's no erasing, there's no scratching out, there's no whiteout, and it works really, really well. Those are those pink ones I was talking about. These are some payments that I have to do every month so that I don't forget them. And this is kind of just what the day by day looks like. I really like the squares that do not have lines and are really large for me to write, because that means I could write as much as I need on here. And trust me, this will be very, very full by the end of next week. So that's my planner. Okay, so you use a planner. Everyone does. How do you not procrastinate those things? I have a few tips for you. I have this handy dandy clipboard. On this clipboard, I have my class to-do list. If you're wondering where I got this is from the TheGraduateSpeechie on Teachers Pay Teachers. I linked it down below. She has some really great templates for studying and homework and stuff. I used a similar system before, but I really like how it's just a printable template. What you have here is there's a place to put the week of, and what you're gonna put next to these colons is a kind of acronym that you would use to remember which class is which, but since I don't know what my classes are yet, that's why they're blank. So what you're going to do is underneath these little flags, you're going to write what's due on that date. So if you have a test on Monday, you would write test Monday. Or if you had a quiz on Friday, you would write quiz Friday. On these lines over here, you're going to write down what you're going to do for that day. So if you have a quiz on Friday and you need 4 days to study, you would write study for quiz on Friday. So that way you're held accountable for everything that you have to do. And of course, it's nice to Zorro that thing out of your life. Figuratively, of course. I really don't know any professors that would be so convinced that Zorro ripped up your homework. Maybe you get points for creativity. I'm just kidding. Don't give any excuses to your professors because they're smart. They've done this for a while. And behind this class to-do list is this nice blue portfolio. This portfolio I think was 99 cents at Office Depot. And in this folder, I would put everything that I had to do for that week that was on this sheet of paper. So everything that I need to do will be in this folder. So that way I don't have to go looking through certain folders or binders or however you keep all of your materials. It's all right here. Can I get an amen for accountability and efficiency? And that goes on top of this clipboard that I got from Target, that when you open up is a nice pad folio. It has this really nice notebook right here and a folder right here. And this is what I take to meetings with advisors or supervisors so that I can take notes on this side and put anything they give me on this side so that I don't lose it and I don't forget. And that's that. And I'll put a link to Jessica Massey's or the TheGraduateSpeechie or Hustle Sanely. That's her new business and it's really amazing. She does digital planning and business coaching. Really, really cool. She's an amazing person. She was a speech language pathology grad student, but she decided that she had a bigger passion, and that's incredible. But really, you should check her out. I'll link her social media down below too. And the best thing about this template, other than increasing your accountability and efficiency, editable. And before I forget, one more thing about planning. I got another thing on the TheGraduateSpeechie TPT store that is kind of like an all-encompassing list of every single assignment on all of your syllabi. And it keeps it all in one place, and you can again Zorro it out of your life. And I'll show that to you now. So this is the assignment tracker that I was talking about by the Social Speechie. This is her logo up here. I'm going to show you this one since that I don't know my classes yet and I don't have my syllabi. So what you would do is there is a due date on the side. You would write all the due dates from your syllabi on the left, all the classes in which you have something due that day, and the assignment that's due that day. So you would make this all-encompassing list of all the things that you have to do. And again, you just Zorro those things right out of your life as soon as you complete them. As you can see here, she has her acronyms for her classes. I do the same kind of system in which I have the same acronym on this, the same acronym on my to-do list, and also on my binders. Moving on, I have a 5-subject notebook. Now, as I said before, I don't really take paper notes. I think they're a little bit wasteful. You never end up finishing them. You just end up with a notebook carcass that's 70% empty. But I did get a 5-subject notebook because I do like taking textbook notes when I can't get the digital version on my iPad. When I do take my notes, I use kind of the Cornell method. If you're not familiar with that and you would like to know how I take my textbook notes, let me know if you're interested in that in the comments below. Most professors have a way where you can take their PowerPoint presentation, print it out and write on it, or you could fill in your own version of that PowerPoint so that you're not frantically writing down 70 bullet points on your notebook when you're trying to race and remember all the 70 bullet points that are probably not even the most important thing. You missed the important thing because the professor said it out loud in a lecture. Imagine that. If your professor provides their PowerPoint presentation or just their presentation in general, use them. If they don't provide their presentation for you, 5-subject, 1 color. Did you hear what I said? 1 color. Don't color code your notebooks and your folders if you decide to handwrite your notes. I know it makes your eyes happy when they're all color coded, but when you wake up 15 minutes before class starts, you're groggy in the morning, right? You're inevitably gonna be all over the place trying to get ready, and you're not gonna have time to be like, okay, yellow is for this class and pink is for later. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back to my apartment, so I have to bring yellow, pink, and the blue, but I'm not sure if I'll need that today. No. 5-subject, 1 color. And you're probably saying, Nina, what about the folders? To do this week. What about the things that aren't due this week? 1 word, people, binders. Since I don't know my classes yet, none of these are labeled or have anything in them, but I got them at the dollar spot for $1, and they're just plain 1.5-inch binders. And you'll note, I got 4 of them, and they are, you guessed it, the same color. And what I do with these binders is that I keep them at home, so that when I get home, I could put all the things that aren't due this week or the notes that I took, and they're safely in these binders at home when I need them, which will be labeled accordingly when I know my classes, and they'll be organized accordingly once I kind of know the mechanics of that class. The next thing I have is just a pencil case. Honestly,
sorry about all the gravity.
Honestly, I've had this thing since high school, so I really have no idea where this is from. I just keep my favorite pens and highlighters in here. Really nothing special, nothing to it. But you'll need a pencil bag just to keep all your writing utensils in one place. And also in my pencil bag, I keep a flash drive. I have 2 of these. The other one is blue. I don't know if you can see that. And on the back, I labeled GSS1, and that means grad school semester 1. In college, you're going to have a lot of documents. If you don't have Google Drive, I highly suggest that. That way all your documents are in one place. But if your school doesn't have Gmail, I highly suggest a flash drive that's labeled for each semester or each year. You're gonna have a lot of papers, a lot of notes, a lot of presentations. And it's better to keep it on here and in a safe place where you know where it is than on your laptop, because you're gonna run out of space. Because let me tell you, my iCloud is and the next thing I have in my backpack are headphones. These are Bose noise canceling headphones. They are a godsend. I have terrible headaches a lot and I get very distracted by outside sound.
So no annoying sounds, right?
Again, you don't need these precise headphones. You can have, 1, 2, 3 pairs of Apple headphones I have in my backpack, if those work for you. I suggest just normal headphones for walking around because you need to be able to hear what's going on around you for safety reasons. But when you're studying or reading, I highly suggest a headphone that could really put you in your own space. Or when you know you want to avoid social interaction. The next thing I have in my backpack are some reusable straws. I always carry these around with me because I'm trying to be a little bit more sustainable. These are just rubber straws. I got them from TJ Maxx for like $6. They come with this little cleaning utensil, and when you're out and about, you could just use these. I prefer these for something like smoothies or metal ones for coffee, but since I have a reusable coffee cup for Starbucks, it comes with its own straw, so I don't need to carry around metal ones. Speaking of sustainability and hydration, reusable water bottle. Mine is from Big Lots for $12. It's metal, it's insulated, and it's a really pretty white marble. This next thing is kind of a life hack. So you have extra gum, right? And they come in this plastic case now for some reason. At first I was like, why is it in here? And then I thought, it's the perfect size for a compact mirror, some hair ties, and bobby pins. And also, when you don't have 3 pairs of these headphones, these also fit in here. So that way, they're all in one place in your backpack in case you forget them or you just need them. The next thing is perfume. I have a very irrational fear that I smell bad. So in my backpack, I always keep a small perfume or body mist. This is Victoria's Secret Pure Seduction. I love this one. They have a lot of different fragrances in this size, which is nice. I really like this one because it smells like Jell-O. And the last thing I kind of wanted to give you a preview on is my therapy materials. I'm not going to go through them today, mostly because this is probably a really long video by now. And I really appreciate that you're still watching. But I just kind of wanted to give you an overview on how I organize them, but I definitely will make a different video on how I do that and what I have. Currently, this is all of the therapy materials that I've collected over 4 years. And it's all nicely organized thanks to Texas Speech Mom. I will put a link in the description for her TPT store. She is amazing and she makes a lot of really cool stuff. I just want to say thank you and watching till the end. I know it was a little long today, but I am learning, but I can't wait to learn along with you. Welcome to the Graduate Speechie fam. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like this video and hit that little bell notification so that you know every time that I upload a new video. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below, or if you want to see any videos that you would like me to make, then leave those down there as well. Thanks so much again. Stay speechy keen, and I'll see you next time.